Bartow High School, and I lived in the area for my entire life. So about 2 years ago, we had a gun threat on campus. Students were forced to stay in the classrooms as the local police burst into every room with their guns out, and they searched every bag on campus until they finally concluded that the gun was actually the handle of a hairbrush. It was like an action movie. It was surreal. They pointed guns at us. Students that day saw straight down the barrels of lethal weapons, and make no mistake, that was our safest option. That's where we're at right now. One hairbrush hanging out of a student's pocket is enough to send our schools into a lockdown that leaves students scared to attend for weeks. That is not acceptable.
That's right.
And now, lawmakers want to ensure that there are always guns on campus. They think that if our teachers are armed, they'd be able to stop a school shooter before anyone gets hurt. But I'll be the first to say it. That's stupid.
Yes!
That's BS. This plan puts our safety in the hands of an arbitrary person and in their reaction to an extreme situation, and that is not good enough.
Right. No.
My life and all of our students' lives are at risk, and our current legislation is not good enough. Instead of addressing the issue, our politicians have become investment opportunities for the NRA. Gun rights have become untouchable, and prioritizing safety over the opportunity to make money apparently puts a politician at odds with the foundations of democracy. Again, I'll be the first to say it, that's BS. This is more than a debate on the Second Amendment. We cannot pretend that tightening gun laws discards our personal freedoms. What about my personal freedom to safely pursue an education?
Right.
What about my personal freedom to stay alive?
Yeah.
The NRA has resources and a loud voice. And if they're loud, then we have to be louder. This is not a partisan issue. And I know that a lot of the students who are participating in this movement aren't even old enough to have a partisan affiliation. This is about our safety, and it's about our influence on the legislative process. If you're a student and you're cynical about the government, and if you think that there's nothing you can do, that's BS too. Right. It is our right and our responsibility to fight to change the policy decisions that put us in danger, and the government is not a system that we can just watch from the distance. Everyone here today needs to make sure that lawmakers understand that putting their campaign funds above our safety is not acceptable. The NRA is not an immovable force, but if we are going to contest them, then we're going to have to fight like our lives depend on it. Thank you.
And the young shall lead us. Now we've heard from three